Hey, 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 CEOs, how are you today? Happy Monday. Today is August the 4th, 2025, and we are officially in Black Business Month 2025. And I am showing up for the businesses that are built on brilliance, but are burdened by broken systems. If you are new, my name is Yolanda Churchwell, and I am the CEO's Fractional COO. Today, we're going to kick off this four-part series, Inside the Bag, to help Black women entrepreneurs be able to scale their businesses with strategy, structure, and systems. Okay. So let's just jump right on in. Let's start with the foundation. What do Black owned businesses need most to scale sustainably? Spoiler alert, it's not more motivation. And it's actually not even more clients. And it's definitely not another 12-hour workday. Okay. Although some of us get really high off of those, it's not another 12-hour workday. So let's jump right on in. Why do we struggle to scale? And I'm saying we because it's a problem that we all have run into at some point in time. The truth is, most of us were taught how to hustle, but we were not taught how to scale. Especially as Black women, we are nurtured to multitask, to be able to have, as they say, juggling balls, making sure that we keep them all in the air, being able to take care of all of the things, being the chaos coordinator, being able to do all of the things. We are nurtured in that. You know, they say Black women love their sons and raise their daughters. But what we're learning as life goes on is that that's not always the best mentality for us. That's why so many end up with burnout. That's why so many end up with issues with their health, whether it's mental, physical, emotional, because we are trying to do all of the things and the load that we're carrying is way too heavy sometimes. Um, and so we have to learn how to scale. And that means how to make better use of our resources so that we can do more with less. It's lightweight, a soft girl lifestyle. Okay. So let me start by saying you are smart, you're successful, and you've built something so powerful. But behind the scenes, many of you are still doing everything. Okay. And it's time to shift from being a chief everything officer to being a visionary CEO. There's no reason that you should be doing all of the things from onboarding clients to updating the website to managing your launches. You're carrying it all. You're juggling way too many balls. And what I see over and over and over again is this. We don't have a capacity issue. We have a structure issue. You're not stuck because you're lazy or you're unclear. You're stuck because you're trying to scale on top of systems that weren't built to grow. If you've been around, you know that I said a plan not to fail is not the same thing as a plan to succeed. And if you don't have a foundation that your business is built on, if you don't have that girdle, then when that wave of success, when that wind of success comes in, your business is not going to be able to continue to go on. The worst thing is not going out of business for lack of business. It's going out of business because you can't support the success that you're having. Okay. If you've been here, you know that was my story originally. I started the store. The store was doing so great. It was doing so wonderful. However, I had a plan. I had a backup plan. I had a backup plan for my backup plan. I didn't have a plan for if it worked. And so when it worked, then I was stuck trying to figure out what am I supposed to do? And many of you are in that same place right now. And you too can take the steps that I took and make sure that you create that foundation with your strategy, with your SOPs, with your systems. You create the structure so that you can either continue your business that you have, or in my case, go on to do something different so that you can have success and long term sustainability. Is that making sense today? If that's making sense today, drop structure in the chat below. Okay. So what is it that you actually need to scale? Let's just dig right into it. What is it that you actually need to scale? Well, it requires four things to scale sustainably. Four things. Okay. None of them have anything to do with you burning out to get to the next level. None of them. Okay. So what do you need? One, you need strategy. You need a clear, focused path that aligns with your revenue goals. What do you want for your business? Okay, then let's create the strategy to get there. It's like when you're in the mall, and y'all know I love to shop. You're in the mall, and the sign says, you go up to the little map, and it says, you are here. And you get to pick where you want to go. And then you make a path to figure out how you get there. That's what you need to do with your business. Where is it that you want your business to go? And then let's create a strategy to get there. All right. Secondly, you're going to need systems. You need the repeatable processes, the delegation, automation, the team, the systems that will make it easy for you to deliver consistently the same level of quality again and again and again. All right. Three, you need support. You need the right people doing the right task the right way. You need to be able to build a team that is going to be able to believe in your vision, support your strategy, and complete the task accordingly so that you can continue to do what you need to do. And sometimes building a team means outsourcing. It means knowing that there's someone out there that can get it done for you. All right. And then the last piece is structure. And that is the operational foundation that allows you to run your business without you being involved in every detail. Okay? It is literally allowing you to get out of the weeds and get to the top of the mountain so that you can see rivers of opportunity and streams of income. Okay? When you have all four of these things in place, strategy, system, support, and structure, you're no longer going to be working in or for your business. You're going to be running your business. You're going to be leading your business. You have gotten to that point where you have shifted and you are now a visionary CEO and you are at the top of those mountains. That is the difference between being booked out, burned out, and being a visionary CEO. Okay. So let's just take a moment, real talk. Y'all know I give it to you. I'm straight. Okay. This is not just a theory. It's not just a theory. It's not I think, where the receipts at? Okay. The receipts are that I had a client and she came to me and she had a solid offer and she had a growing list and she needed to be able to sell it. Okay. But her back end, baby, it was a patchwork of spreadsheets, sticky notes, and late night texts. So what we did is we implemented my visionary CEO strategy. Okay. We automated her lead funnel. We standardized her onboarding and we created a system that she could rinse and repeat over and over and over again. As a result, she has been able to hold multiple six-figure launch events, six-figure webinars. Okay. She's surpassed her revenue goals by 40%. And she's reclaimed 60 hours a month. Okay, see, over here, we maximizing profits, we enrolling more clients, and we are reclaiming our time. We love Auntie Maxine, and we're going to get it all in, okay? So let me be clear, though. This is not luck. This, again, goes back to the visionary CEO strategy, being able to focus on your highest revenue generating task, creating a plan to do everything else easier and better, and going from working in and for your business to running your business. It's those four things we talked about: strategy, systems, structure, and support. Okay. This is what happens when your back end is built to support your brilliance. Okay. So today it's your turn. It's your turn to start leading like a visionary CEO. So it's time for you to take your next move. All right. Y'all ready? Okay. Because I don't want to tell you to move if you're not ready. Okay. Ready? Okay, so your next move is, first of all, it's a decision. I need you to decide today that you are done doing it all by yourself. You're done doing it all for yourself. You're done doing it all with yourself. Whichever word you want to put in there, you're done. That's the first step. Decide that you are done. Okay. We all know when they say you have a problem, the first step is acceptance. Okay. Well, the first step is the decision that you're done. Okay. And then I need you to say, you know what? I'm done and I'm ready to scale. And I'm ready to scale without the hustle, without the scramble. I want to do it with ease. Okay? You need to decide that you are ready to have your back end built out the right way. All right. So I would love for you to book a CEO strategy session with me. We're going to take 45 minutes. We're going to talk about that one issue that has been holding you back, that is keeping you bound. And we're going to work through what you need to do so that you can start to implement these four pieces into your business. We want to make sure that you have your strategy, your structure, your SOPs, your systems, your support. We want to make sure you have all of that. So look at the link below, and I want you to go ahead and book your strategy session. I also want you to check out the newsletter for today. It's a special newsletter that we're doing just for Black Business Month. It's going to be 4 weeks long. Today is the first installment. You can also click the link below for that today and to learn more about my client and how she was able to go from booked and busy to becoming a productive profiteer. All right. So make sure you check that out. The link is below. And know that this is Black Business Month. And you're not just going to celebrate your business, it's time to strengthen your business. Okay? You deserve to scale. And guess what? I've got the systems to get you there. So go down below, click the links, and make sure that you secure your strategy session today. They are limited because there's only so much of me and so much of my team, but I want to do these personally. So make sure that you get your strategy session this month today.